was kind of cathartic to put it in writing.
A Buffalo man is speaking out decades after alleged rape and sexual abuse at the hands of his priest. Harry King first shared his story on Facebook detailing the abuse, which he says happened when he was 13 years old.
As News 4's Jen Shantz tells us, this isn't the first person to claim abuse at the hands of Father Donald Becker. Jen?
Jackie, that's right. We spoke to another man back in June, John Polvino, who also claimed he was abused by Becker while the priest was serving at Saints Peter and Paul in Hamburg. He says the abuse occurred at Becker's cabin. Harry King's story is a similar one.
We were raised to trust the priest, you know.
Harry King was 13 years old when he got his first job working for his church, St. Peter and Paul in Hamburg. Part of the job was helping out the parish priest, Father Donald Becker, at his cabin.
I was very excited about it. Then it really kind of went haywire.
King claims he was given alcohol and raped by Becker on more than one occasion. He detailed his abuse in a public Facebook post last week. King also wrote about the settlement he reached with the Buffalo Diocese for $140,000. What was it like for you to see that figure on a piece of paper?
This is what you think this is worth. This is what you think my abuse is worth. And at the same time, I'm hearing from my attorney that other people are getting $10,000, and then some people are getting $300,000. And I'm like, well, what did they have to do?
He accepted it, fearing at the time that it was his only chance for some sort of closure. King believes Becker had several other victims before and after him.
When I met with Monsignor Cunningham in 2002 originally, he told me that they were aware of at least 3 people.
Father Becker was taken out of active ministry in the early 2000s. He was included in the list of 42 priests released by the diocese in March of last year. But he was not on the diocese's original list of 13 published earlier in March of last year. Knowledge of Becker's alleged abuse would have been known by the church at that point, according to survivors. We reached out to see why his name was not published sooner. The spokesperson for the diocese was not available due to the Martin Luther King holiday. Now, Becker, who is now in his late 70s, lives out of state. News 4 has spoken to him over the phone in the past. We called him today for a comment on these new allegations. We've not heard back. Jen Shantz, News 4.